Hey, how are you? I'm Chris Robin, aka at Detroit Beastie, here with Team Rise or Fall to talk what else? DFS. This time, college football DFS for Saturday, September 11th. Hang here, and I'll be right back. Hey, hello, how are you? I'm Chris Robin, aka at Detroit Beastie, once again here with Team Rise or Fall. This time around, we're going to be talking about the college football slate for Saturday, September 11th. From start to finish, well, maybe not start to finish because that would be, days on end. And trust me, I could talk DFS until I'm blue in the face. I'm going to give you some quick hits, three or four guys at each position. I think you do well with putting in your DFS rosters this weekend. But before we get into the main event here, make sure you go to Team Rise or Fall, like and share and subscribe. And while you're there, use promo code NFL50. That will get you 50% off your first month of premium services. The Discord, all the ownership percentages. We have stacks and cores. We have about 4 or 5 experts, including me, who give away all that stuff in the premium Discord and in the premium chat here. 3 or 4 guys each slate for college football, for professional football. And all you got to do is use promo code NFL50. And I'm telling you, after that first month, you're not going anywhere. It's just unbelievable. I can't say enough good things about the website and Mitch and everybody else who is here with this website, and you, the consumer. Without you, I got nothing going on. So as long as you keep reading and watching, I'll keep writing and broadcasting. So enough with the nonsense. Let's get right into the college football slate for September 11th on Saturday. So realistically, this is week 3, right? Week 1 was just a small, set of games, but last week was like, that was it. Everybody was playing here. So week 3, we're going to get right into it. I love quarterback JT Daniels from Georgia. Now Georgia goes, they're hosting UAB, and the Bulldogs last week when they played Clemson, they looked fantastic. It's still shocking to me as I sit here in front of you now that one of the Clemson running backs had like 22 carries for negative 22 yards. No, 14 carries for negative 22 yards. That's insane to me. But we move on from that. That was last week. This is here. Offensively, JT Daniels, they struggled a lot right here. Many DFS players might not be back on JT Daniels, but this is the perfect time to get back on JT here. I believe bounces back big time. They're going to do big things against UAB. And you know what? Everybody's going to split from Georgia and all the offensive weapons. If you're in the know, and if you're watching this, then you're in the know that JT Daniels, $9,100 on FanDuel, $7,900 on DraftKings. So just be patient, and it will be repaid in dividends here. Let's go down the list. Brock Purdy, Iowa State's quarterback. They play Iowa, already an in-state rivalry game. Iowa State Cyclones versus the Iowa Hawkeyes. Now Purdy is $8,200 on FanDuel, $6,200 on DraftKings. So Brock Purdy, he had the offense, the Iowa State offense, kind of humming and into the 2021 season, and now it's a very hard, tough task against Iowa, big, strong, Big Ten school. But I think Purdy will be heading right into the fire here, and I believe he's a good play if you want to fade the big shots, right? It's a good contrarian play in Brock Purdy. So as I said, Brock is $8,200 on FanDuel, $6,200 on DraftKings. Third quarterback I want to mention, and it stinks that I have to say that because I'm a Michigan fan, but Ohio State quarterback C.J. Stroud. I mean, now you know that the Ohio State offense is always going to be high end, top notch, but they were rolling, almost rolling, I say, last weekend. But I'm telling you, this weekend they're going to be, wheels up. It's going to be like a bomb went off. Stroud looked poised. He made a lot of good decisions in the pocket. And last week, Oregon gave up 34 points to Fresno State, which I mentioned, stacked the Fresno State kids. So there's going to be plenty of chances for CJ Stroud to just go nuts here. And as I've said, CJ is $11,000 on FanDuel, $8,600 on DraftKings. And as I said, Ohio State hosts the Oregon Ducks here. So the first running back I want to mention is Isaiah Spiller, Texas A&M. The Aggies, they go to Colorado. And Isaiah Spiller is $9,200 on FanDuel, and he's $7,000 on DraftKings. Now, again, another kid, I can't believe, why is Isaiah Spiller so cheap? It's up to us as the DFS players, or me as a creator, to give you this stuff to kind of find those gems or those needles in a haystack. And I'm telling you, Spiller is unbelievably underpriced this weekend. So Texas A&M is going to just put up a buttload of points. I know that's not a very technical term. It's not very analytic of me, but Isaiah Spiller is the primary, benefactor for all this. So as I said, Spiller is $9,200 on FanDuel, 7,000 even on DraftKings. Let's go down the list here. So I wanted to mention, Kyren Williams, Notre Dame. They played Toledo, but I couldn't find Kyren on the main college football slate. I believe he's on the early only, and so I'll tell you that Kyren is $7,300 on DraftKings. But let's go down to where the action is on Saturday. Zach Evans, TCU Horned Frogs go and play California, Cal, right? So when you use Zach Evans in your DFS lineups, it's kind of like it's a high risk, high reward kind of situations. A week ago, Evans, he wasn't even the starting running back. I think he broke team policy. He was out late, or he came and went when he wasn't supposed to here. So he wasn't allowed to start as punishment. And he is by far and away the most talented running back on this TCU team. And at only, as I said, he's only $6,100 on FanDuel and only $4,600 on DraftKings. I would play the hand. I would roll the dice. I would play the craps table, the roulette wheel, anything you can on Zach Evans this weekend at such a low price. I'm telling you right now, Zach Evans, he will far away just exceed what we expect from him at that price here. Last running back I want to mention is Tyler Bate, I believe his name is. Mizzou goes to Kentucky. He's $9,700 on FanDuel, $4,900 on DraftKings. Now when you look at Tyler B, I'll call him, he's expensive on FanDuel, but obviously he just commands such a heavy workload. I know the matchup against Kentucky is a little bit tough, but this kid, the volume alone that Tyler will receive is well worth the price. As I said, $9,700 on FanDuel, $4,900 on DraftKings. So let's tie this thing up in a bow. I got 3 wide receivers for you, and it would only be fair to stack Garrett Wilson, the Ohio State wide receiver, with CJ Stroud here. So Garrett Wilson is $8,900 on FanDuel, $5,900 on DraftKings. Just another player that when you look at the price, you're left scratching your head. I can't believe how low he is. And he might not be at this moment in time the number 1 overall wide receiver but Ohio State, but he's very close. And how can you get away from Chris Olave, right? They're 1A, 1B, however you want to put it here. But there's a $1,300 price change here, and it's just insane to me. So of the two, I would prefer Garrett Wilson, who, as I said, $8,900 on FanDuel, $5,900 on DraftKings. So let's go back to Texas A&M, who is playing Colorado this weekend. Jalen Weidemer is $6,900 on FanDuel and even $5,000 on DraftKings here. So he's considered a tight end. That's the beauty here, because there's flex spots and there's super flex college football slates here. But to get a tight end in here, but who actually looks fantastic like a wide receiver, is just a bonus. He's by far and away, again, I know I keep using that term, but it fits the bill. That's what we're doing here, trying to give you, the best plays for college football this weekend. And Jalen Weidemer is one of those. At his price, it's just such a bargain. As I said, he's $6,900 on FanDuel and even $5,000 on DraftKings. So one more kid, again, Iowa State. So if you see a theme here, Iowa State stacks, Ohio State stacks, and it's going to be great at the end. And that's Xavier Hutchinson, Iowa State, again playing Iowa. On FanDuel, he's $7,100. On DraftKings, he's $6,000. Now, this is a kid who, not a lot of people know about. If you walked up to someone on the street and said, "Who is Xavier Hutchinson?" what would they say? I know that's unrealistic because not everybody lives and breathes football like we do. Not everybody is way into into DFS like we are. But I'm telling you, he is the number one target for quarterback Brock Purdy, which I mentioned moments ago here. So I would expect them to work up a connection early on and look for it to come early and often here. If you're looking for someone off the beaten path, and I'm telling you, that's what this is about. We all know the stars and the studs to play, and I try to bring you the lower owned kids that might pop for our lineups. And again, Xavier Hutchinson, $7,100 on FanDuel and even $6,000 on DraftKings. So thank you for being here. I hope you found some success so far with the content I've been providing, the success of Team Rise or Fall here. So let's keep it rolling. Week 1 of the NFL season is upon us, right? We're almost in full swing in the fall of college football. So before you get out of here, like and share, subscribe if you want to, but double check that you go to Team Rise or Fall and use promo code NFL50. It's just going to be an invaluable service for you. I know they say you can't put a price on love or you can't put a price on this. Really, what Team Rise or Fall is doing with their experts and their writers and the content is literally priceless. So if you like playing DFS, Team Rise or Fall is for you. So thanks so much, and I will see you next week when we get into some more college football DFS.